Well, Ronald, you've had time working with Trey. I've seen some of the drills you put forward today. What changes do you think now you need to work on? Because you're working him. He's also got Gavin held here as well. But you want to see when he's fatigued how he plays. Obviously, that's the aim and goal.
Right. Actually, I'm discovering every day that I've been here. Trey's improving really fast, and he's showing that he got enormous skills. So he really is a great talent, and if he can continue training at that rhythm, that type of intensity, he'll go very far. And we're mostly working on the transition game, serve, because he's a tall guy. He has a great motion, and I think the sky's the limit for him.
Now, when we talked yesterday on the radio, you were talking about footwork, and that was one of the drills I saw you doing. That takes time, doesn't it? Because you have to get used to doing that.
Yes. Remember, Trey is 16, so it's a work in progress. So you got to give him like 2 or 3 years of player development. I'm pretty sure during that period of time he will get some great results, especially in the juniors when he start competing seriously on the ITF junior circuit. And I do believe that his footwork he's also needs a lot of work, but like I said, he's a great talent. He works really well. He listens, and don't forget he's also growing up, so you got to give him time to really develop. But that's also a main focus is his footwork.
Are you surprised at the level in which he's able to hit shots? I know you said he surprised you the first time you saw him, but the level now that you're hitting with him, you see that difference?
Yes, I mean, if you take Trey to ATP level tournament right now, just hitting balls with other players, I think he'll look as almost as good. But however, that's not translating to being an ATP player. So it takes more than that, but at least he got the shots, and then it's just a matter of putting them together, having good strategy, a mental game, and mastering your strokes. No matter what style of game that you're going to be playing, you need to master your strokes. Even though it's not maybe perfection, but if you master your technique, you will get really far.
Now, if you were to compare him to some of the other kids that you've worked with over in Europe, where would you put him?
I will put him right up there, and it's unfortunate that I'm just only working with him for just 2 or 3 days. I wish I had him like a year ago, and he would be probably one of the top ITF players. But it's only 16, and I think he will do well. Even like the French players that I've been working with last week, they're in the top 30 in France. And I mean, physically, I think he's better from the ones that I work with. However, there's other great kids that are playing, that are 16 years old and that are also, high in the rankings. So I just think it's a matter of time that Trey put this together, and the longer I can work with him or somebody else that have the same, energy and passion for the game and knowledge as well, because it's so important to know what you're doing, especially with a 16-year-old. And I think he'll do great.
Right. Well, I don't want him to seize up because he's sitting over there, so get back to work.
Yeah, and hopefully, I would say one last word. I'm thanking the parents that made the effort to have me here, and hopefully there will be another opportunity, and when you come to that level of play, a lot of finances are involved, so hopefully he can get the support that he needs to keep going. Forward with the ball. Forward with that backhand. No. Come on, up. Forward with the ball. Sit. Forward. Forward with the ball. Start from the tee. Start from the tee. Go. Forward with the ball. Forward. Good. Forward. Good.